Hi, Heather. How are you? Thank you so much for your thoughts and your wonderful discussion board for this week. It was very interesting to sit back this week and to get an introduction into education technology like I've never really seen before. I've been a teacher for 3 years now at this point in a small rural school in Virginia. And it's often that I hear the phrase educational technologies from administrators in PLC meetings, of course, and in front of professional development gurus, like they're checking off some sort of research-based strategies checklist in their hands. But oftentimes, it's very seldom that I hear them talk about why these technologies are used even in the first place. This week's materials, along with your post, help me piece together and understand why we even need educational technology in the first place. Why do we even use simple technologies like pencils in the classroom still? What is the point in using any materials in learning? Why can't we just discuss and learn and remember that way? I found that this week to be a very eye-opening and interesting module for sure. It pointed out a lot of interesting truths about educational tech that just never occurred to me before even doing this. To be truthful, it seemed to me like one of the most important aspects of educational technologies are how they level the playing field for just about anybody. With the use of technology, no matter the level, people are able to access curriculum that were once out of their reach. Even with simple things like the invention of the printing press, mass-produced books, without them, people who didn't live with someone who knew the material wouldn't be able to learn it. Even after the fact, if you didn't have access to a library, more than likely you didn't read any of those books. People without pencils and other methods of writing down thoughts would have to memorize everything rather than having the luxury of easily writing down to reference that at a later date, perhaps. This idea goes as far as the most recent educational technologies, such as those that you mentioned, your vision statement and rationale, through which you outline how educational technologies can give everyone a fair and quality education, which is on par with traditional education. Those that allow for us to access curriculum that would have been previously out of the reach due to our geographic location, or in my case, a busy schedule with a full-time job and children. The internet is a beautiful thing, and it's just a beautiful piece of technology ever to exist, and it makes curriculum available to anyone and everyone who has a working computer and connection, of course. Being that 58% of the world has access to the internet, which is nearly 4.5 billion people and growing, of course. Access to education has become easier than ever for anyone who really has the dream to obtain it. Of course, there are other factors in the way that may prevent someone, though, from obtaining an education. But at least with the advent of something like the internet, then there's hope that one day, the luxury that you will have it, will be there. And I thought that this beautiful technology, educational technology, may one day be rewarded to everyone else on the planet. So, sorry I rambled a little bit there, but great discussion board post, and hope to read and see more from you in the future on here. Thanks.